Welcome to Los Angeles Memorial Stadium. Coaches like to say play the next one on the schedule. This one carries a little more weight, a mid-season top 10 showdown. It's the Ohio State Buckeyes and the USC Trojans. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
When you step onto the field for a USC football game, you know you are in the heart of history. Los Angeles Memorial Coliseum in Los Angeles has seen more sports than you can imagine. Hosting 2 Summer Olympics in 1932 and 84, it is also set to return for a 3rd Olympic trial in 2028. It was opened in 1923, and more history has happened in the Coliseum than anywhere else in college sports. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. The Buckeyes will kick off first, and here we go. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So USC's offense will take the field first. And this sophomore wide receiver is a playmaker. At over 100 yards receiving and a touchdown in their victory last time out.
Well, it stands out to you when you watch film on this offense. There's a go-to guy catching the ball, and everybody knows who it is. Nobody defensively has been able to stop them, and that's why they're on this really impressive win streak, and that's going to keep going. It's important in this game to keep moving this receiver around, get the matchups you want, but this quarterback, as the season goes on, is finding more and more confidence in his go-to guy. Excited to watch them go today.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down. Let's talk for just a second here about USC. At this point in the season, you're probably in if the playoff starts today, but it doesn't. A long way to go, and the margins will be extra thin from here on out.
No, because if the season ended today, you're basically right on the cusp outside of the top 5, so you need to keep winning. You need to keep the intensity up, playing with a sense of urgency. For the second half of the season, David, I think that's a massive key for this team.
Man, it's so hard with young kids, 17, 18, 19, 20 years old, to get them to continue to focus on the game in and game out. Not the rankings, not down the road. That'll be the challenge down the stretch.
And that punt will sail out of bounds. Let's see where the official spot. The Buckeyes offense, who will go to work for the first time in this one. One of the games within the game that we've been looking forward to all week. How will he handle this star cornerback on the other side of the ball? You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Sees an alley. Oh, he's got some space. Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10.
And that's not a surprise. We all knew and talked about coming in. Who are they going to feature? They give it to him the first play, and he chews up and gets a first down. We're going to see more of that. I'm excited to watch this matchup with the defense. Jesse, they better get physical. They better get better in a heartbeat.
Well, and they've got to fight some emotion right now, too, because the fans are excited. The offensive line is...
Oh, there's an alley to the left. At the 20. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes. Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
Now, we may have a situation here. We might have points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Wide receiver comes in motion. Tells the play fake, wants to throw on first down. It's dropped after taking the hit.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. Breaks into the open. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37. After that last play, there is a Trojan who is shaken up on the field. That is their freshman offensive lineman, and boy, they hope this isn't too serious. Holly Rowe will keep an eye on that. The Trojans have it with a 1st and 10. Going with the counter play here. Maybe some room here. And he stopped, brought down at the 18. That'll be enough for the first down. And the Trojans come to the line in the hurry-up. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
Now the connection takes it to the 11. Looking for a man. It's Mayava. Got his man in the middle. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, USC!
Love the individual effort here by the wide receiver. After he has the ball, able to make people miss. You see the speed as he goes in for the touchdown.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. So here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jackson. Hit and dropped in his tracks. It'll be a loss of 6.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix?
Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Makes the grab on the left side. He's into the open down the middle. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Well, you got to give the quarterback a lot of credit on that one, David. As soon as he recognized man coverage, there was no question where he was going to be looking. One of the fastest wide receivers in the game.
I was about to say, you credit the quarterback. It's his speed. You play him man-to-man, he gets open, he wins. I'm not sure why we're crediting the quarterback. He's got jets.
And the PAT gives him a 14-7 lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the USC offense to get this drive underway. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score. Already down 14-7. All over him immediately. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
The Trojans want to crank the tempo. Looking to throw, it's Mayava. Just got rid of that one.
Well, the defense is waking up now, right? The first drive, they allowed a touchdown. They were a bit scrambled. They kind of all got together, rallied on the sideline. They've been pretty lights out since. Forced a punt on the last possession. They've now got the offense set up in 4th down again. Great job there. Pass defense, 3rd down. This defense now starting to put it together.
Holly Rowe has an update.
Guys, here on the Buckeyes sideline, guys, I can feel the energy here and the chemistry between this quarterback and his star wide receiver. He's already got 100 yards receiving in this game, and the way
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
And the offense goes 5 wides and spreads the field. The problem is that spreads you thin, and you only got 5 guys in protection, and they don't do a good enough job up front. The defense gets home, forces the fumble. Big play for this defense.
Holds and fires complete to the right. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. Quite a bit of work to do on 3rd down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Wideout trying to get it in. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. They're going to run it. And he's in. Touchdown, Trojans. Looking for the time with the extra point. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. Ohio State sending out the offense to start this drive. The run inside. It's Jackson. Turning it on. He's at the 50. At the 30. Inside the touchdown. Buckeye. He got loose, and it was lights out after that. There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible because he'll make it happen.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. Looking for a gap. It's Jordan. Quick spin on the ride. Still on his feet at the 45. All kinds of room to the right. Just what they were looking for. A huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. They'll throw it from the red zone. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Dropping back, it's Mayava. Rushes on. Pulls it in. He stopped short of the sticks. They're still in field goal range if they choose to kick it here. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
On the move from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Play fake, Julian Sayed. Shoots it to the left. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Holds on, it's Smith. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
This is a top 25 offense in college football, and I like what they do. They can run the football on third downs when they need to. They show you right there. They've got some balance to them. They really know who they are. They have a good identity, and that's why they've been so successful this season.
Say it. Looking to the big tight end. Got him downfield. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30. The Buckeyes look to keep this drive humming. Motion from the wideout. Looking to pass. It's Sayed. Taken in by Smith on the right side. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Talk about having a day. We're not even done the first quarter yet. This receiver already has over 100 yards. Look out.
He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Second down, gonna throw it. He wants it all. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. You can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
Got out of trouble and throws. And that one is incomplete. It's the end of the first quarter. These defenses were reeling in the first quarter. See if they can get their sea legs in the second. And on fourth down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. The lead now up to 7 at 24-17.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave. Yeah,
and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They had given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. Third down. That was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the third down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open. And the Buckeyes send out the punt unit, getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. Here comes the Trojan offense ready to go on the attack. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. He's down right there, short gain on the grab. And the Trojans racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking.
And you've really seen the evolutions of tight ends, man. These guys are no longer just big bodies that block like the extension of the offensive line. They're more like receivers, and I love when the quarterback gets it out of his hands, and then you just watch. They can make play.
Nice move, create some space. Breaks a tackle, and he might have room. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
And that's the beauty of this offense and this playmaker at wide receiver. Throw the ball short, but what he does after the catch, he's just got so much speed, so dynamic with the football. And this is why they get it to him short, because he can take it to the house or make a big play on any reception.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play, because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks for the first down. The Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Can't hold on in the face of the contact. All right, guys, let's think big picture USC. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game got enough space, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Southern Cal! Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. All over him in the backfield. He'll lose 3 on the play. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Throw it. Say it. Look out. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
This pass rush is real, man. They force the quarterback, they flush him out to the left, and he's trying to scramble around, find an open guy. They still are able to get a hit on him, and that forces the incompletion.
Finds his target. There he goes. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. Offense still out there, lining up quickly on 4th down. The give on 4th. At the 45 on his way. Lots of running room. He's at the touchdown Buckeyes. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming in this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And he knows how to finish in style, a 66-yarder to the house. Coming out with it, it's Barber. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create some. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
He gets across the 20-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 23. Powers inside. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. And the Trojans will punt it away on 4th down. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Catches it at the 30. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Let's see what Holly Rowe has for us on the sideline.
Guys, here on the Buckeyes sideline, there is a lot of excitement right now on the sideline. I see their quarterback going up to guys and saying, let's keep eating. This is what they expected from him, and he has gotten them off to a terrific start. They've got the lead, and he has performed well. No big surprise. He is their guy, and he is showing that leadership down here today. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, it's Jackson. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. The Buckeyes come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Right back to it. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. This guy is having a truly special day, calling to mind the afternoon that Trace Sermon or Eddie George had, putting up huge numbers.
I mean, that's incredible. Just when you play and you put on that uniform and you know the guys that wore it before you and wore it so well, and you get your name mentioned in those L's and those history books, man, it's a good day.
Right side, it's Johnson. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Ohio State. And they take it in for 6 more points. That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Straight ahead, it's Jordan. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. The Trojans headed quickly to the line.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for...
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. After that last play, there is a Trojan who is shaken up on the field. And the Trojans now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Sets his feet. It's Mayava. Hauls it in. Stop right there. They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. Running inside. It's Mayava. Plows through the defense. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. They'll rush to the line. Clock stop for the 1st down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock.
And that's a nice job by this QB. Great job. You show patience, right? Like, if they don't come take me, I'm going to keep running. That's how I go pick up another 1st down, move the sticks, and this offense can keep churning.
The last completion got him 6. Now it's 2nd and 4. Fires to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. Runs through a man. He might have space. Brought down at the 10-yard line, and a nifty pickup after the grab on that one. The Trojans, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Out wide right, it's Anderson. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. At the line of scrimmage, but they won't snap it here. They're going to use the timeout instead. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Sells to fake. Under pressure. Finds some time. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Trojans.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the 1st half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the 1st half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the 2nd half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Say it. They'll flip it out to the back on the screen. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. To the air, it's Sayin. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, week 9, kind of a week where we separate the pretenders from the contenders here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. Let's begin with a look at Wake Forest, taking on the number 9 team, the Virginia Cavaliers. And it's the Demon Deacons coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week. And it's 3 straight victories for this team as they start to get hot. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now back over to your game inside the Coliseum. What an effective job both of these teams have done running the football. Both have gone over 100 yards, and it's because both have committed to pounding the rock. Credit these coordinators with sticking to the game plan. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at the LA Coliseum.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. We're just about ready to start the 2nd half. The returner will field it and bring it back. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. Ollie, what What's the story as we start this second half?
Guys, I caught up with the Buckeyes head coach coming out of the locker room. He is so excited about how his quarterback has performed. They did have a lot of high expectations for him, and he has lived up to the challenge. They get the ball here, and they are expecting to go right down the field, regain some of that momentum that their quarterback had in the first half, and make sure he is setting the tone for the second. Back to you.
All right, Holly. Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory. Every once in a while, you have a dude roll out in the scarlet and gray, and they have a day. Terry Glenn, Jackson Smith, and Jigba. Snags it, and he's open. The 20, the 10, and the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeye! Give him 3 touchdowns in this game, and now up to 8 on the season. And with the way he's throwing it right now, there are some big names at the top of that record list. J.T. Barrett, Dwayne Haskins, Justin Fields might be getting ready to move them down a notch.
And moving those guys down, that's a day. That's the day you dream about. That's the day where the ball's barely touching the ground, you're in a zone, and everything is going your way.
And the extra point splits the uprights. Fielded in the end zone. It's Mosley. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. On the option. Pulls it, trying to get the corner.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
And he picks up the first down, and he does it. I'm not going to say spin move. That was a pirouette. It was elegant. It was beautiful. Play action on first down. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24. And the Trojans will hustle to the line. They'll ride him again. Tackle is made at the 25-yard line, and that'll bring up a fourth down. The Trojans line up to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. On the return. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Let's check in with Holly Rowe.
Here on Ohio State's sideline, there is so much enthusiasm on the sideline right now. This running back has been brilliant today. Over 200 yards rushing, and he continues to run strong. The coaches told us he gets stronger as the game goes on. We'll see how much longer they keep him out there. With a big lead, he has been brilliant so far today. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Here's Julian Sayin to throw. Stepping to the right. He'll try to do it himself. Ridden out of bounds at the 45. A big play for this offense. Offense threatening at the 45-yard line on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Jackson. At the 35, he's open. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Quick completion to the right. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Out out wide left, it's Johnson. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the USC offense to get this drive underway. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense.
Caught, and he's got room. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. And the Trojans want to pick up the tempo. Hands it off. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Right side, it's Anderson. Oh, the sweet juke gets him free. There he goes to the right. Touchdown, USC. Into the end zone with a breakaway score.
We're in the second half of this game. You're trailing, David. No surprise there. You got to throw the ball to the guys that are making plays for you. He had already had a touchdown catch. That's number 2 now. And if they're going to get back in this game, they got to keep throwing him the ball.
Amen. I mean, keep finding him. He keeps making plays, keeps catching the football. And listen, when you find that matchup outside that works, that you can depend on, I don't blame quarterbacks for going back to them time and time again.
Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Their lead now down to 14. Might feel a little game pressure on this drive. Breaks into the open. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one. They'll snap it from the 39. 1st and 10. They'll go play action with Sayin. Rush right in his face. They've avoided the interception all day, but they're lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, they're leading by 2 possessions offensively, and that could have been a game-changing play right there. That's a throw the quarterback would like to have back. He's very lucky that was not intercepted.
Here's Sayin to throw. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
This QB has had a lot of success all day long, throwing for so many touchdowns, looking very comfortable. Finally, the defense gets to him. Finally, the defense gets a win. They needed something to go their way. Got to start getting some more hits on this guy.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. RPO complete. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the 1st down at the 34-yard line. The Buckeyes go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Now here's Sayin. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
All right, that's a good result for the defense. We knew coming into this year they wanted to really improve their pass defense and their secondary and coverage. Nice job there.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Sayin on the play action. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Ball's at the 27. It's third and short. Can they avoid making that fourth down decision? Sayin from the gun on third down. Makes the grab. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. So the final period starts with a second down play. Quick give. It's Jackson. He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain.
And, man, this is exactly how this offensive coordinator wants to end this football game. Ground and pound, let that clock tick, add to this lead, and make the defense stop you.
Say it. Finds his man down the middle. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Second down coming up with this red zone opportunity. Back to throw, it's Sayin. Here comes the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Yeah, and you don't see that often, right? This guy is elite. He's one of the best in the business. This is what he does for a living, obviously. That's why he gets paid millions of dollars. Yes, NIL is real. So I don't expect many misses from this guy like that.
Lined up in the gun on third down, Say it. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. There is no doubt, at this point in the game, this crowd knows how big this kick could be. Absolutely perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. This was certainly not their best effort. I believe this team is much better than it performed today, but they're going to pay the consequences of losing this ball game. Oh, he had him right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on first down. Second down to the air. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a fourth down. Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Got to make the play on fourth. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And it's batted away, and the fourth down play doesn't convert. They'll give up the football. Let's go to the sideline in Holly Rowe.
Guys, here on the Buckeyes sideline, the team is rallying around their quarterback. He has been terrific today. Every time he comes off the field, they're patting him on the back, making sure he knows that he is their guy. His performance has been stellar. Not a big surprise, but still, the way he's shown up and shown some composure and poise, the guys are rallying and loving what they're seeing from their QB. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can...
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
You try to catch him off balance, maybe on first down and goal right here, a situation where maybe you sneak in a pass, defense was ready, got the sack. Now you got to be a little bit more creative now that you got the negative play. The offense, I know you've worked this all week. You got to be ready to execute in the red zone.
This offensive line is going to have to shore up this pass pro, guys. The last play they took a sack. This one they allow a hit on the QB, which forces the incompletion. Third down, you're going to be throwing it right here, you think, so O-line's got to step up.
He's going for the goal line. He'll be stopped short. Could not drive his way into the end zone, and now they're faced with 4th and goal. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. Saying to throw for it on 4th. The incomplete pass makes this series end in frustration as they turn it over on downs.
It is what it is. There's no pressure. This game's over. You're up by a ton of points. They're not going to come back here in the 4th quarter. So you're just trying to put up more stats. And listen, stats count. Like, we all count our stats. At the end of the season, we look up, you got 1,000 yards receiving. Like, all these plays still matter.
The Trojans moving quickly to the line.
Yeah, on offense, this is a tough place to run the football. Back in your own end.
You just can't go backwards. There he did, and they swarmed him for a safety. They'll boot it away from their own 20 after taking the safety.
Well, he was trying his best to get out of the end zone, but the penetration up front is what got that safety for the defense. Shooting their gaps, winning the one-on-ones. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
Hits inside, it's Jackson.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. They have it at the 43, 3rd and short, trying to avoid making a decision on 4th down. Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line, and it'll be 1st down.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. They're really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive gain.
See some running room. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Turning it on. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. And the Buckeyes are moving quickly down the field. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Cross. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Out wide right, it's Johnson. Makes a grab and room to run. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. The Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Run in the red zone, it's Jackson. Knocked down immediately.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
They give it back to him. This time he'll be stopped behind the line, and they'll pretty much give back what they just gained.
I think one of the keys in this defense's success all season has been how good they've been stopping the run. They're a top 10 unit when it comes to rushing defense, and it's helped them out this year down in the red zone.
The run inside. It's Jackson. There's a crease. He's finally brought down, but he takes it all the way to the 6. And they probably don't need to risk running a play here, but the head coach might want to rub it in just a little bit. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of the